What's up, SRL fans, and welcome back to another review video. This time we're going to review the British Grand Prix, which took place last Saturday around the Silverstone circuit. So let's have a look at how round 16 went as we close down to the final races of the season 4 of SRL League F1 Racing. So Francis McGinn took pole position ahead of Nick van Gelder, only about 2 tenths between both of them. Then behind them it's Sandro Doulis ahead of Vasilis Peretsiotis, who qualified on the medium compound tire. Then it's René van der Step, Louis Quinlan with a strong outing in 6th. Then it's Dion Staal in 7th, Sam van Elven, Cam Weston Edwards, Colin Higgins, Jan Holm, and the last three with Samuel Grant, Jorge Carrera without a time. So it was lights out and away we go. René van der Step jumped the start. He went to the side of the track and was leaving everybody by again. He later on received a 5-second penalty. Otherwise, nothing else changed. Francis McGinn kept his pole position while Sandro Doulis tries to battle for second place against Nick van Gelder. Remember, after Doulis' retirement last weekend at Italy, he lost a lot of points and is now looking like being out of the championship. But obviously, Francis McGinn still in the championship lead ahead of Nick van Gelder, and Sandro Doulis can still mathematically do it. But now Sandro Doulis is under pressure from his countryman Vasilis Peretsiotis, who's on the medium compound tire. He is putting the pressure on his countryman. They're now going to go side by side into Kopp's corner. Vasilis Peretsiotis got the inside. He should make the move down, but Sandro Doulis strongly holds it around the outside while running a little bit wide here. And Vasilis Peretsiotis tries a really aggressive move when he touched Sandro Doulis, and Doulis slipped out wide. Doulis lost the position to Vasilis Peretsiotis and to Louis Quinlan as well in the process. On lap 4, Doulis got the position back against Louis Quinlan. Louis Quinlan outbroke himself and hit Doulis and spun his Williams around. That was unfortunate for the British driver, who had his strongest outing of the season. That was lap 7 when the soft tires started to fall off a little bit. That was the time when Vasilis Peretsiotis was making up time on his medium compound tires. He got past Nick van Gelder up into second place now, but there was rain coming, and it was coming quickly. On lap 9 now, Vasilis Peretsiotis spun his Force India and hit the wall, damaged his front wing. That's so unfortunate for the Greek. Later on in the race, he retired of it. So that's a big deal for the championship. Vasilis Peretsiotis now looking far away from winning it. On lap 11 then, Francis McGinn, the race leader, had to pit. That was interesting because Nick van Gelder tried and Sandro Doulis tried to stretch the first stint to make it until it was time for intermediate tires. Doulis couldn't make it. He had to stop 1 lap earlier for soft tires. So both Sandro Doulis and Francis McGinn had to make 1 more pit stop than Nick van Gelder. So that put Nick van Gelder into the lead of the race after Francis McGinn made his second pit stop for his intermediate set tires. So that's a big deal. Nick van Gelder now leading the way ahead of his championship rival Francis McGinn, who was looking like the big favorite to win this race, but now the rain flipped everything around. And we are already on lap 26. Francis McGinn brought the gap down, but he couldn't catch him. And Nick van Gelder wins his second race of the season, ahead of Francis McGinn and Sandro Doulis quietly coming home in P3. On the final lap then, Cam Weston Edwards was right behind Dion Staal going into the final corner. He tries a really aggressive move into the final corner. It doesn't really work out. Both crash, but they both crossed the finish line. So Dion Staal finishes 5th and Cam Weston Edwards 6th. So Nick van Gelder won this race. 25 points go to him ahead of Francis McGinn. Then was Sandro Doulis, who capitalizes off the mistake of Vasilis Peretsiotis. Then was René van der Step in 4th, Dion Staal in 5th, Cam Weston Edwards in 6th, Samuel Brandt with a strong outing in 7th. He had some trouble with the lap car, Sam van Elven, Ivan Brito in 8th, Colin Higgins in 9th, Louis Quinlan in 10th, recovers on his spin. Jorge Carrera, Vasilis Peretsiotis, and Jan Holm retired of the session. And Sam van Elven got disqualified for blocking Samuel Brandt for 6 laps while ignoring blue flags. In the championship standing, Francis McGinn is still in the lead, but only 1 point ahead of Nick van Gelder. Then it's the 2 Greek drivers, Vasilis Peretsiotis and Sandro Doulis in P3 and 4. Then it's René van der Step, Cam Weston Edwards, Dion Staal moves up to P7, Lewis Marshall still out of the league, Jesper Lampinen Hotco Delta, Samuel Berndt, Luke Smith, Jorge Carrera, Sam van Elven. He's going to be blocked for the next race because of his actions against Samuel Berndt. Jurma Rusic and Fons van Hoyten missing another race in P15 and 16. Then it's Ivan Brito, Harry Ryan, Tim Hofnagel, who was blocked for 2 races. He will be back in the next race. India team standings, Force India still leading the way with a big gap ahead of Scuderia Ferrari. 10 points behind Ferrari is Red Bull Racing, and behind them it's Renault, Haas, Alfa Romeo, Williams, Mercedes, McLaren. And in last place it's Scuderia Toro Rosso, 5 points behind the next team, which is McLaren. So next race will be tomorrow, actually, the Canadian Grand Prix, round 17. Watch out for the starting time, a little bit later than usually, 4:30 p.m. UK time, so make sure you'll tune in. We'll be live on YouTube, of course. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing you there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the SRL League F1 channel to see more SRL League racing. Also check out our Instagram account, SRL_F1, to see news and updates. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you